Hello, I'm John Ramey. If you want to find out more about how our site works, there are several other videos below that explain the how. But let me explain the why. My dad died suddenly when I was 15 years old. And that was 30 years ago now. And now that I have a son, I wanted to start getting some pictures together of my father. So I asked my mom for some pictures and stuff like that. And I realized we only have 12 photos of my father. 12. The time he was born to the time he died, we have 12 photos. And I'm like, I know there's more out there. There's got to be more out there. So I was at a family reunion a couple months ago, and an aunt of mine says, "Oh, I've got some photos of your father in a drawer." And I'm like, well, why don't I have those photos? I want those photos to leave to my kid. And she's all like, I'll get them to you. I haven't gotten them. And I called her and I bugged her and I said, I want them. And she's like, I'll get them to you. Because there's no easy platform to do that. And let me tell you another story about how photos, old photos in drawers, old photos in boxes are just being thrown away or discarded. I went to a flea market 7 or 8 years ago, and I was walking through the flea market, there was a book. There was a photo album of someone's family history from 1908 to 1950. And we looked through it, and it was really cool, and whoever had made it up described every single photo, what happened in the photo, when they were, when they were vacationing in Peru, when they lived in Germany, their house here in town, they had the Christmas parties and stuff like that. Literally, it was a chronological order of their life from 1908 to 1950. And why was it at a flea market? So I asked the guy, I said, how much is it? And he said, 25 bucks. And I said, 20, and he said, okay. So I bought a family's history and photos for $20. Well, I went online, I went to Google and I Googled search and went crazy and tried to figure out who they were. And I found out a grandson of the grandson, the only real person that still lived in my town. And I called him up on the phone and I said, I have this photo album of your family. And he first of all thought it was a scam and said, where's it, how do you know? And he wanted to meet at a gas station to be safe. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I met him over there at the gas station. And the minute he opened up the book and started looking at the photos, he started crying. Not just crying, but crying, because this was half his family's history was in this book. And he's like, I've never seen any of these photos. I think that's amazing. How many photos are out there of my father that I've never seen? How many of them are going to be thrown away sooner or later because the kids of the kids don't know who my dad is in a picture, and they're like, I don't really need that picture, so I'm going to throw it away. And that goes to my third short story about dementia. My neighbor, I was talking to my neighbor, and he was moving his great aunt out of her house, and all the pictures were gone, all the photo albums were gone, everything was gone, it was thrown away. He said, where is it? And she's like, oh, I threw it away because I don't know those people. She threw away their entire life's history because she didn't know who they are. So now this just needs to stop. We need to get all these old photos, all these home movies before they disintegrate, because all those VHS home movies, those 8mm, 15 years from now, they're not even gonna work. We need to get all those things online and shared with the people that deserve to have them. We've created this site to get every single old photo that's sitting in a box, sitting at home, sitting in some drawer, sitting in some moldy basement. We want to get all those photos online. Not only the photos, but we want to get the stories of the photos too, because those people know the stories. All those old VHS tapes, all those 8mm, they're all going to be bad 10 to 15 years out. Right now, they're disintegrating like crazy because as you know, when you bought the VHS tapes, you bought the cheapest ones for your family videos. So they're all disintegrating. We need to get all those online with the easily shareable clips to where you could share it with the family. So please, it's free to join our site. Check out the videos below. We have a lot of videos on exactly how to do it. If you need help scanning, if you need to transfer your videotapes, we do that also. We do a lot of things to help you get your stuff online. But our site is absolutely free to upload and share and find all those old photos. So please check out the videos below and please join. Thank you very much.